Hey, this is Miss Sebastian. We're going to look at Unit 6, Lesson 4. Okay, so we're talking about Pythagorean Theorem here. And we know that Pythagorean Theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And a and b are our legs of the triangle, and c is our hypotenuse. Okay, so a right triangle has a leg of 13 centimeters. So I'm going to plug that into one of them. And a hypotenuse of 17 centimeters. What is the other leg? So I don't know this one, so I'm going to leave it be. So I'm going to square 13, and I get 169 plus b squared equals 17 squared is 17 times 17, or 289. And then I'm going to subtract 169 from both sides. And I do get b squared equals 120. So when I take the square root of both sides, I do get b equals the square root of 120, which is about 10.95. So I could say it's about 11 there. Okay, let's try another one. We've got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I've got my two legs. What is the length of the hypotenuse? So I'm just going to plug it in. 16 squared plus 28 squared equals c squared. So 16 squared gives me 256. 28 squared gives me 784. When I add those together, I get 1040. Now to get rid of this square root, I have to take the square root of both sides. And I get 32.25. So that's a good number. If they wanted it a little different, you could get that. But it is 32.25. Which set of numbers could represent the lengths of the sides of a triangle? So you know they have to fit into a squared plus b squared equals c squared and make a true statement. So 6 squared would be 36, plus 7 squared would be 49, equals 64. Is that a true statement? Well, 36 plus 49 gives me 85. So, nope, that one's not true. Let's go to our next one. 16 squared gives me 256. 32 squared gives me 1024. When I add those together, I do get 1280. And 36 squared is 1296. So these two numbers are not equal, so that's not an option. Okay, 8 squared is 64. 12 squared is 144. Okay, when I add those together, I get 208. And then 16 squared is 256. Those don't equal each other, so that's not it. Okay, so I go to my next one. 10 squared is 100. 15 squared is 225. So when I add them together, I get 325. And 20 squared is 400. So that one doesn't work. So we're down to our last one. 7 squared is 49. 24 squared is 576. When I add them together, I get 625. And 25 squared is 625. Because these are equal, it's a true statement. So this is our answer.